Good morning, Floss Tube. This is Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Saturday. It is the 13th of March, and this is Chart of the Day video number 104. Welcome. Welcome back. Been a hot minute since my last video. As most of you know, Needlework Expo was taking place, and it's a lot of work leading up to it, and it's a lot of work right after it, and so I've kind of been busy with that and just haven't had a chance to pull together a video. So my apologies for being gone. Gonna try and actually get a couple of videos in the queue for so I'm working a little bit ahead, maybe. We'll see how that works out today. I hope everyone is doing well. We have we've had some really nice weather, but we're expecting about 1 to 3 inches of rain starting tonight, so it's gonna get kind of nasty tomorrow. Today is partly cloudy and cool, but it's so far no rain, and I'll take that, and it's not going to come in the form of snow that I'm aware of, so I will take that also. Let's see. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Mostly my time was spent with the expo, so and I'll cover that in a different video. So I'm just going to jump right on into the chart of the day for today. But I'll start with the question from last time, which was beading, and do you enjoy it? Have you ever done it? And surprisingly, a lot of you have not done beading. That kind of surprises me a little bit. It's not that difficult, so give it a try. It does add a little dimension to your stitching. Don't avoid something just because it has beads. That's my main message here, is don't avoid it because it has beads. There's lots of tutorials online about doing beading, so don't let it intimidate you at all. Today's chart of the day is a new chart from Little House Needleworks called Sit and Stitch. The verse reads, "By the ocean on the beach, under stars I cannot reach, in a car and on a plane, also on a railway train. I can stitch most anywhere, but really love my easy chair." I love the little row of houses. I think those are adorable. I like the verse. The chart sells for $8.50. It calls for 30 count portobello linen, and it uses Classic Colorworks. I did not have the vanilla custard that was called for, so the DMC color is 746, which is kind of a very pale yellow. I didn't want yellow houses in this instance, so we subbed 3865 for ours, and we did 32 count. So actually it is stitched. The Demon Stitcher, of course, Lori, went ahead and stitched the model, got it done in like 4 days. And so I'm going to show you the model that we stitched, and I have a couple of framing choices that I'm debating. I haven't made up my mind. I like them both. So we'll see how it goes. Never know how my thoughts are going to go. So this is the stitched model. This is 32 count Murtaugh from Hand Dyed by Stephanie. It's kind of a bluish gray with some brown and white in it. And I wanted just something a little bit different for mine. So I'll show you some other choices though. But this is mine. Here's one of the frame choices, which is pretty much the color of the letters, which is Sticks and Twigs, I believe. So it would look like that. And I like that just fine. But I also have this one. Love the rustic edge on this one. And I think it goes well too. Picks up the gold in the fabric, the brown in the fabric, plus even though it's not exactly the same, it does coordinate with the golds in the some of the leaves and the vase or urn, whatever you want to call that. So you can give me your opinion on which one you prefer. I'm still going to end up choosing what I choose, but it's nice to get other people's opinions. And like I said, I like them both. And I find I have a much harder time choosing for my own stuff or stuff for the shop than I do for customers. Customers, I'm like, yep, this is the one. I'm not sure why I hem and haw so much, but I do. So these are the called for, with the exception, like I said, of the vanilla custard. And you can just add in, this is the one I used. And this is the 30 count portobello. It's kind of like natural, only in a 30 count. And it would look just fine. I'm going to go ahead and pop this on here real fast so I don't drop it. This is an 18 count chocolate milk from Stephanie. The colors in this are pretty neutral, so you can put this on just about any color and it's going to be fine. And then this is a 36 count Legacy, and it's kind of the green Legacy, so it would be pretty on there too. So that is your chart of the day. Let me know what you think about the framing choices. I'll just chat for a couple of minutes about the expo, and because the question of the day is regarding the expo, so we're going to go right into that. It was virtual this year. Nothing can replace Nashville and that energy that you get when you go and you're talking to the designers face to face, and you're talking to other shop owners and seeing old friends, and there's just this energy and vibe, and you kind of get revitalized and come back with fresh new ideas, and so there's nothing that's going to replace Nashville. My personal experience with the expo was, for me, it was less than ideal. I do not have a very good internet connection, either here in the shop or at home. When we're doing our Zooms on the weekend, it usually keeps popping up on my screen that my connection is unstable. So I had issues. I had connectivity issues. People were freezing up. Voices were lagging behind. I don't know that a lot of other people experienced that, but that was my experience. So I didn't talk to a lot of the designers virtually. I mostly just emailed in my orders and called it good because I got frustrated. So I know they're talking about making this an annual event, and will I participate again? Yes. But I don't know that I will participate virtually. I'll just take orders and probably email them in, just because, unless of course my internet connection should get better by some strange reason, but I don't see that happening. So it was good, it was fun, it was better than nothing. I want to thank Janice for all her hard work for pulling that all together. I wish more designers had been participating, but I understand why they wouldn't. So yeah, that's kind of how it was good to have something. It would be better if it was in person, which hopefully will happen next year. So, so my question of the day has to do with, did you order something from the expo? What was your favorite thing that you saw from the expo? Yeah. What'd you order? What was your favorite? Let me know. I'd be interested to. I did not get as many orders as like I would normally get for Nashville. In fact, I got probably a third of the amount of orders that I would get for Nashville. So I'm just kind of interested in what you saw that you liked. I personally did not see a whole lot that I needed to add to my stash. Part of that is I think as I'm aging, I'm slowing down a little bit on what I like, what I want to add to my stash, because reality is setting in, and I know I'm not going to get everything stitched. So I think and it's not just where my stitching is concerned. I went to Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago, and I found nothing that I wanted to buy. That has never happened in my life. I usually, it's kind of like Sam's. You go in, if you come out under $100, you're sick. But I walked out with nothing. So I think that's happening in more areas of my life. I think maybe I want to hold on to my money a little more. I want to be a little choosier about what I buy. And maybe it's just, from being inside for, a year, because we are a year into this quarantine pandemic mess. So I think that might be part of it. Maybe when things open up and going out in public isn't as stressful, maybe that'll change. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to call that good for today. I'm hoping to do another video today and at least have it waiting in the wings. And I'm hoping to maybe squeeze in a Dan and Julie show this weekend, because Dan has a woodworking project he can show you, and a finish he can show you. So, and I have a finish I can show you, so I'll save that for the Dan and Julie show. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next time. You take care. Bye.